they hurt me, you'd find out what made me angry, then use it to your ability. Now you're trying to avoid me. You're the big problem here, a bully to many for so many years. Now shut your mouth, close your ears. Never learned your lesson and nobody cares. That's what you're here for, here to make me miserable. I know you get joy out of it. You hurt me but call me the same names again. You know I never liked them, and that's so unforgivable. I know you ruined my childhood. You hurt me and do it all over again. You ruined my childhood. You hurt me and do it all over again.
Everyone, this is Fantasy-esque and welcome back to the Sims 4 Royal Witch Kingdoms. Today we are continuing with the royal family of Ciccar after the consummation of High King Luther and Queen Samara's wedding. I swear, whenever we have a change in roles, it is mind-boggling for me personally to have to relearn the names that I'm referring to, because I become so used to saying a certain person's name, and then all of a sudden we have a brand new character and I want to refer to him as Vex, which is not even his name, it's his father's name. Or I want to refer to him as the High Prince, or I want to refer to him as just Prince, or I just now have to refer to him as High King. So you know, it is kind of mind-boggling. But yes, he is High King now. And what did we see in the Consummation episode? So I kind of love the comparison we saw with the royal wind chime that we're so used to, and the two wedding portraits of Luther and then of his Tetrula Rulka, his royal parents, Lion and Faina. They were kind of comparing, I feel like we were comparing the two wedding portraits as we were looking at the wind chime, and we know that the wind chime is something that is hung up by the royal family once the wedding is consummated, or once the marriage is consummated. It is kind of a symbol that everything is fine and well and the entire process has been completed. But in this case, Vex was kind of referring to the wind chime as a symbol of their love rather than a marker that, okay, we've done and dusted this part of the wedding, right? And Samara, she's from a noble family, a Tira family, and a family that has been looked down on for a long time by a lot of people, and it's very closed off, so not much exposure to a lot, but they hear stories, and I mean, her brother was always very ambitious, so she would have heard about this tetrala wind chime, but she never thought she could actually see it. And then Vex over here, he was not being condescending at all, he was like really nice and welcoming to Samara, and I feel like he really opened up his heart to her, because he's over here telling her that he's been through a lot of hurt and pain in his life, and he's kind of ready to put that down, to move on, to be in love and be happy, and to have a beautiful family with her. So they consummated that marriage, and he was asking her afterwards how she felt, and she said, I feel freer than I've ever felt before, because her life has always been so confined. And it is a bit, I feel like it's a bit of a contrast, right? That she was, the word is escaping me. Contrast is not the word, it is the close word, I feel. But she was kind of sold off to the royal family of Ciccar by her sibling, right? By her brother. Because he wants to get more power and is kind of using her as a chess piece. And even though this wasn't like her choice, she ended up here in this situation. It is actually a freer sort of family, right? A freer life than what she had before. The Ciccars, they have been quite over the top. They don't like being told what to do, so they're able to do pretty much whatever they want. And because there's a certain amount of prestige to the family, nobody really questions much of what you do or why you do certain things. It's kind of just accepted because you're a Ciccar. So that, by extension, is being given to her, and she's having more freedom than she's ever had before. And then in return, maybe because a part of Samara feels as though she kind of owes this freedom to Luther, she told him that, I will try my best to give you children, Luther. And she referred to him by his name. And that's because I feel like Luther kind of broke down the barriers between them and was being really intimate with her. And he kind of made it clear in the way he was behaving and speaking that you don't have to refer to me as, High King or my king. You can refer to me by my name, because what I want is a partner, not just a royal spouse. And she said, I'll try my best to give you children. And he told her that children will come in good time. For now, let's just be in love. Which I feel like is so sweet and adorable, and I really hope Luther gets the perfect, beautiful family that he wants, the happy family, really, that he wants, with Samara. But we have some drama brewing beneath all of this, because while Samara might be grateful, guys, she is very intrigued and drawn and attracted to Lord Darius. So is Samara gonna destroy what little unity they have together? I don't know, we'll have to see, but I'm definitely hoping that she got pregnant from that consummation, and that Vex has a child of his own. And really, I would love for Vex to, for once, have a complete family. To have his spouse, to have his kid. I imagine he would want to be a really good Kotyan to his son or daughter, because he never really had a Kotyan growing up. His father died the day he was born. And also I feel like he'd be quite protective over Samara, so that, his child has a Nalka as well. But yeah, that's going to be interesting, seeing what happens from here on. But he wanted to stargaze with Emmerich, and Emmerich has been a close friend of Vex's from the time he was in Holcane. So I wonder, is he still here? Okay, he's out here doing something. I don't know what Emmerich's doing, but why don't we go and stargaze with him if possible? I mean, it is like almost 10 p.m. at night, and actually, Vex, maybe you should be fully clothed. Just saying. Maybe you should put on your clothes before you go out to Emmerich, Maybe. Oh, sorry, this is not what I meant. You want to focus on him. Okay, let's put on the clothes before you flip and go stargazing with this one. But maybe he heard that his childhood friend was in the area, and he just wants to go and share everything about his marriage with his friend. And Emmerich is not married just yet. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Emmerich is the firstborn in his family. And Luther just doesn't care. He's like, I am just going to run out shirtless because I see my friend and I just want to gush about my partner. So there we go. Put on your clothes. There we go. He's gonna stargaze with him. Emmerich's... what? No, Emmerich. My boy. Wait, no, Emmerich. We're gonna stargaze together, Emmerich. Darn it. Where'd he go? Where the flip did he go? Really, Emmerich? Look at him! What is he doing? He's like, no, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Emmerich, really? Do you have to be that dramatic? Must you be that dramatic, Emmerich? He's still running. What is he even doing? Like, dude, calm the heck down. He's like, I just saw Luther shirtless. Emmerich, we're gonna misunderstand you if you keep acting crazy like this. Can you please calm down? We just want to stargaze with you. I swear it's innocent. Is he still, he's still running. Emmerich's like, no. Emmerich's gone with the wind. Emmerich. Calm down! Calm down, dude! Where is he going? What is happening? Where are you running to, Emmerich? Where did he go? Has he calmed down? Emmerich, I cannot see you. I cannot see you, Emmerich. Hold on a second. Okay, he's literally gone with the wind. Oh my goodness. Okay, Vex, head back to the palace. That was a bit wild. Let's head back to the palace. I don't know how Samara would feel about him leaving, like, you know, on their wedding night and going to hang out with his friend, but really, even though Samara is with Luther, she's grateful to Luther, her mind is elsewhere. And that's kind of dangerous. But can we invite Emmerich over? It is very late, so I don't even know if he's going to want to come. He might not. But we would appreciate that, Emmerich. Oh, he's going to come over. Also, Helicent is visiting. Helicent! And Helicent might be pregnant, guys. She might be pregnant because remember she looks very pissed off. She looks very angry. But she was the one who wanted to have a child. Now, I never thought she would. But she wanted to. Let's invite her in and greet her. Oh my goodness. Seriously, Helicent. That is wild. So we're probably going to be having another baby in the noble family of Naldogun. So, you know, that's interesting. But okay, he's here. Can we stargaze with you? Because, like, we really want to gush about, I'm assuming, our wife. I'm hoping that is the case. I feel like Luther's going into this with an open heart. Even though he didn't choose Samara and Samara didn't choose him, he really wants her to have a good life with him and to have a happy life with him. He basically wants to give her and his future family everything he never had. And I really do hope he gets that. And I like that he's still friends with Emmerich, because Emmerich is like one of his last connections to his birth family and the kingdom they used to live in and the kingdom they came from. So I feel like that's kind of a really important link to his past. Especially because he doesn't really have access to any of those things anymore. He's not at the Palace of Nalkosi and all of that. Okay, he's doing his own thing over there. Samara. Now, while that's happening, guys, Samara over here, and see, the thing is, she's, like, unflirty, she's socially awkward. Yeah, Darius is sleeping. He's like, nah. She wants to flirt with him. I wonder if she could send him, like, a flirty, we'll say a flirty letter or a message. So she's gonna send him a flirty note. And I don't know if that even counts. I don't think that counts. But okay, that definitely didn't go through. He's busy. He, like, doesn't have time for it. He's like, no, I'm sleeping. This is, like, such an odd time that you're trying to invite me to the palace. Like, I shouldn't even be at the palace at this time. What else does she want? She wants to chat with Lady Velena. She is... Oh, that's so cute, guys. So, apart from Calypso, who she's managed to become friends with, she was actually really close to Velena back at home because Velena used to come visit a lot. Velena kind of didn't care that they were the outcast family. She used to make frequent visits. And she became really close to Velena, so that's nice. I imagine she wants to share, like, the freedom maybe she's gained with Velena. Like, this has been unexpectedly good, I feel like, for her. And she definitely wants to tell Velena that, you know, yeah, life has kind of improved. Things have improved for me. And I do hope she has a good relationship with Padme. I'm curious about how Padme is... Okay, Velena's busy sleeping. But yeah, I'm very curious about how Padme is gonna view Samara, because I feel like the kind of, you know, judgmental side of the family. But okay, she's chatting with Velena. She's trying to get along with her. Or she's chatting with Padme and trying to get along with her. And Padme just got up and left. Padme's like, nope. I am not in the mood to be making friends right now. Like, my sister just died. And I'm still mourning her. Very much so. And interestingly enough, Lion is not mourning. She's not mourning. He is not mourning Faina anymore. So he's not. Language has left me. I was supposed to say moaning. I meant mourning. Jeez. Yeah, Velena anymore. But it seems as though Vex is. So Vex and Padme are the only ones who are still kind of caught up in Faina's death. It's probably been like a really huge hit to them. Interestingly enough. Huh. Okay, well, we will catch up with these guys in the daytime because then we'll be able to get some of these other whims done. Especially with Samara and Luther. I keep wanting to say Vex, but we'll see how that goes. Hopefully she doesn't do anything to destroy their relationship this early on. Oh my goodness, guys! Samara was feeling queasy, so I think she might be pregnant. And if she is, I'm gonna be so excited. But she has invited Lord Darius to the palace, and he has come to visit. He does not seem too happy because he's kind of like marching all over the place. There is no way you can hide that he is here from King Luther. And hold on a second. Really, this should be the front door. I don't know why this one is the front door. But King Luther is going to do a friendly invitation to this guy. So we'll do that because, I mean, you have to pay your respects to the High King or whoever the leader of the house is, but he seems very angry, and I wonder why that is. And you know what, guys? It might be because we have not yet heard or seen anything about Darius having that perfect Zoroaster family that he wants and married Arwen for. That is the whole reason they got together, to continue kind of this twisted tradition that their family of Pale Witches has, or their community has. But it hasn't come into fruition for him. And the baby that Arwen had with the first husband, unfortunately, is not a Zoroaster. I can't remember what it was, but she has some slightly different genes. I think, is she green-skinned or something like that? It's either the hair color, eye color, like something's different about that baby. So it's not like the perfect child that Darius wanted, even if it wasn't his. Now, I did tell you guys that with the like gene update, these Zoroaster witches, they have changed the eye colors now. So instead of having white hair, pale skin, and white eyes, they have white hair, pale skin, and pink eyes. So you can see the pink eyes on him over here. So, you know, this is the eye color that Arwen has and what they want with their pure-blooded child. So there we go. This is what the Zoroaster witches look like. But maybe that's taking too long, and, you know, there's other people who are getting married, who are having kids, and there's no progress on his end, so I imagine he's not very happy about that. But okay, did you manage to introduce yourself? Yep, okay, you did. Excellent. And now... Oh, he is not happy. Dude, you're going off at... This is not good. If you get into a disagreement with the High King of Ciccar. I mean, I always feel like Luther is a more benevolent kind of High King. Kind of like his uncle. Kind of like Edmund. He's way more benevolent than I feel the actual blue Ciccars were. So that's kind of interesting. But we're gonna get... she's gonna pay him a compliment. So Queen Samara is gonna pay him a compliment, and then she's going to usher him away to somewhere a bit more private. And I don't know how this would be. Like, he's going off at Samara's husband, but instead of standing up for her husband, Samara is kind of just complimenting him, you know, and leading him away. So I don't know how to feel about that, but she's gonna bring him out here where they have a bit more privacy. She's gonna bring him like all the way out here because they're gonna have more privacy on this end. And now he's going off at like Samara. Oh my goodness, he can be vicious, I suppose. But come on, she's gonna lead him away from Luther if possible. Yeah, she's gonna invite him outside, away from Luther, so they can have a bit more privacy between these two. Now, I don't know how much privacy they have because, you know, windows like everywhere and everyone can see through. But she's over here because she has been kind of pining over him ever since she saw him for so long. And before, she couldn't really do anything about it because he came that one time, and then he made an impression on her, and then he left, and she never really heard from him again. Even though her brother keeps talking about him and using him, and he's been on her mind. But now that she's queen and she has more freedom, she can do what she wants. And so she wants to put some of that power into use. And she wants to do like a futile flirt with him, although this probably won't go over too well with Darius. Yep, no, he's not happy with it at all. And the reason, as we know, is because he's not attracted to Samara at all. He's not attracted to her at all. He's embarrassed by this more than anything. I think it's mainly being embarrassed to be seen with someone like Samara, because Samara is not his version of beautiful. She is not a Zabrastra. She's not a pureblood. She's not from within his community. So as far as he's concerned, there is nothing really appealing about her. If she was another Zabrastra, like Owain, then he might give her a second look, but she's not. He doesn't care if she's queen. He doesn't care if he's married up into royalty, into one of the most powerful families. And look, now she wants to go kiss. Now she wants to go kiss Luther. Because she got rejected over here. Like, and now he's yelling at her. Oh my goodness. Darius, yeah, she's like, she really, that backfired. She got yelled at. She probably was made to feel as though, I feel like, you know what, this would have knocked her down a bit. Like, she had nothing, now she has all this freedom. She puts some of that freedom onto use. She thinks, you know what, I can do anything in the world. And then this incident with Darius happens, and then she gets knocked down a peg. And he reminds her that, actually, you're not everything. You're not invincible. You're not all-powerful right now. I am not attracted to you in the least, and I do not appreciate you making moves on me like that. In fact, this is just plain embarrassing. And I feel like now she's kind of running to Luther to get some affection and validation from Luther, because whether or not she realizes it, he is her safety net. Ah, that was kind of depressing. I really hope she doesn't take Luther for granted. I really hope so, because Luther is kind of bearing his soul to her, you know? But okay, maybe we should invite over Velena. Let's invite over Velena. Let's share our experiences with Velena. Maybe she'll be able to give us the right kind of guidance. And, you know, this is also Velena's birth kingdom. Oh, here comes Darius. Are you gonna yell at someone even more now, Darius? Like, really? But yes, she might benefit from chatting with Velena just a little bit. Plus, I feel like Velena for her is a very kind of good example of what a happy marriage looks like, because Velena and, as far as I'm aware, Velena and her husband, Lion's older brother, they haven't really had any issues in their marriage. They've had so many kids, the most kids of any witch family, but they've also been very happy in each other's company and very much in love the entirety of their marriage, like from the beginning till the end, even though they were also an arranged marriage. So I feel like should be going to Velena to learn more about Ciccar, but also for guidance regarding how to be happy in her marriage. So let's get Luther to invite his Najime, his sister-in-law, in and give her a friendly introduction. Jeez, friendly introduction. Actually, no, not his sister-in-law. That's Lion's sister-in-law. But that would be like an aunt of his through marriage. That would be an aunt through marriage, not biologically, because Lion is not biologically related to Luther, but this is like, you know, his Tetula Kotyan's, his royal father's sister-in-law, Najime. So I suppose by that extension, it's like his, Kota? Yeah, she is his Kota through marriage. So his paternal aunt through marriage. But yes, have you never met her? I guess he's never really been formally introduced to her. Huh. Well, I hope his getting formally introduced to her now. Yep, there we go. Interesting. Okay, well now that that is kind of done, actually, let's disband this group. And then let's go to Velena and let's brighten her day. Let's brighten her day just a little bit. And then you can speak with her and gossip with her and do whatever it is you want. Do whatever it is you want. Let's go speak to Velena. Okay, there we go. There we go. Share all the exciting things. And also I feel like Velena would, heck, she would know a lot about motherhood. And you know, if you're suspecting that you might be pregnant, it might be useful to get some intel from her. Okay, that's nice and well. And it seems as though she has like a bunch of other whims for her, for her bond, her tetrala bond. This is a word we haven't seen in a long time, but bond means father-in-law. Oh look, Velena's already talking about woohoo. Vex is like, no, jeez, keep calling him Vex. Luther's like, oh goodness, this is embarrassing. Velena's like, already talking about woohoo. That's so funny. But yes, bond means father-in-law. Tetrala, bond, royal father-in-law. It's something we haven't seen before. Oh, we have, but we haven't seen in a long time because we haven't had instances, like since the end, I think, of the previous season, we haven't really seen like married couples living with their parents or anything like that. And what's going on here? Master Emmerich. I don't know who that is, so no, do not spend time with them. But let's see what Samara over here wants to do. She wants to become friends with Minor King Lion. So Lion is still referred to as king, but he's a minor king now. But, oh, that's so nice. This is good. You're supposed to have a good relationship with your tetrala bond. That is good. And she wants to cloud gaze with her Najime, Lady Helicent Naldagan, who she is friends with. So, this is kind of weird and funny, but Samara and her sister both had a crush on Helicent when Helicent first married into the family. But Helicent very quickly kind of rejected them and in their advances. And then, you know, it was awkward for a bit, but they ended up becoming really good friends, which is nice. Okay. Why don't we spend some time with Lion and just, you know, getting close to him. Let's get close to him. Let's become friends with him. Lion has a really good relationship with Luther, so I feel like he would appreciate Like, I feel like Luther would appreciate it if she made an effort with Lion, and having a friend, you know, like another friend in the palace might just ease some of his loneliness. So I'll try and do that. Tell him an engaging story. Tell him a dramatic story. Jeez. A funny story. Tell him a bunch of stories. And plus, these guys can bond because you're from the same kingdom. Like, you were both born in Holcane. And it used to be called Holcane when they were born over there. So I feel like he would appreciate hearing stories about Holcane in the years that he was over here in Ciccar. I think he would very much appreciate that. So let's talk about the cool temperature just a little bit. And you know, he's essentially been through the same thing that Samara is going through. He wasn't really like sold off over here. Fena chose him and made an offer for him. And after discussing it with his brother decided that it would be a good idea. And I suppose he kind of did it because he wanted to help out his kingdom. But, oh, there we go. They're friends now. Oh, that makes me so happy. But, you know, he was from Holcane. He got married into Ciccar royalty. And he had to kind of learn how to figure things out in this very, very intimidating family. That is okay once you get used to it, but, you know, they seem very intimidating. They look very intimidating. The Ciccars have a reputation. So I feel like by befriending him, she would have a lot to learn, which is really good. But she also wants to cloud gaze with her Najime, who is apparently here. I don't know what she's wearing. Like, I don't even know what she's wearing, and it bothers me. Can we ask to see your everyday outfit, honey, please? And also, we would like to chat to you, because Samara might be pregnant. You most probably are pregnant, so I think it would be a good bonding idea. But Samara doesn't hate children. Helicent hates children. So, Helicent, I'm really like wondering what drove her. She must have felt pretty strongly the loss of Samara to want to have another kid, because she was like so against kids. So against kids. After her first one. She was like, nope, I'm not doing this again. I have done it once. That is all I needed. That is all Eldrick needed. And nothing will be able to coerce me into having another one. But then as soon as Samara married out, she was like, I need another child. I need a second born. Okay, these guys, are they doing okay? Yes, they are. But Samara's getting hungry. So, honey, it probably isn't a great idea to have you, like, running around. Where flippin' is... Hold on a second. Where is Helicent? Helicent, where are you? Oh, she's back here. Oh, look, they hugged each other. That was so cute. Helicent's going? Yep, look at that. Look at that. She's pregnant, guys. She's so pregnant. Did you see that? She was, like, throwing up and everything. Well, not throwing up, but, you know, she was gagging. She was gagging. Okay, let's go back to the palace and hope there's food there that you can eat. I don't know if there is. I'm hoping there is. Padme, get up, honey, and I need you to hire a caterer, please. We need food. We need food for when our pregnant queen Samara gets back. In fact, we might not even be able to wait. She might just have to pull something out of the fridge. Which is okay. Let's see. Let's just get her a quick meal. Let's have some blue milk. Let's have some blue milk. Just grab some milk to drink to stave off the hunger until your royal caterer is done preparing a meal. So let's just go do that. Hopefully now that I've cleared the counters up, we have a bit more room. Yeah, we have a bit more room for them to make some food. And we don't exactly have any girls or anything, which is fine. But let's drink our blue milk There we go. That's gonna help with the hunger just a little bit. But I am so excited for some red babies, guys. I'm very excited for some... Oh, did she just pee herself? Oh my goodness. She's peeing herself. That was not very royal of you, honey. Not very royal at all. But let's take a flippin' shower. Because that was not flattering. Let's take a steamy shower. Let's go do that. She wants to... Oh, she wants to... Never mind. She's like, screw the shower. I am a queen. I wish to take a bubble bath. That is fine, honey. If you want to take a bubble bath, you go do that. You go do that. Let's come here. Let's take a bubble bath. Because that's what she wanted. She's like, heck. I am going to treat myself like the queen that I am. I swear, language. Sometimes I just get so excited. I forget how to speak. Okay, let's get you in here. Cozy up. Cozy up. Oh, jeez, I did not mean to move the rug. There we go. But let's see. Do we have food being made? What did you make? You made some big chocolate mousse. I mean, thank you, but this is not enough. 4 is not enough. We like need more. And she's gonna make more. Thank goodness. Thank flippin' goodness. Okay, these guys are fine. Actually, Lion, come and grab a serving. Come in, let's come and eat. Let's come and eat a little bit. Let's eat. Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Okay. And Padme. Padme, why don't you come and eat as well? Let's go grab a serving of this, honey. Let's go. Let's go grab a serving. She's gonna go eat. Someone's trying to get into contact. Okay, Valena. And then as soon as you're done, you go down, have some of that mousse as well. We'll invite over Helicent. Oh, she's lactose intolerant. Well, if worse comes to worse and we're hungry, we'll just have it. Because dealing with milk is better than starving. But hopefully, I don't know what she's making. Is she making like a casserole or something? I think so. Let's hope this casserole is done by the time she's ready to come on down. But let's invite Helicent and just pray that the food is done. So we can eat and then we can chat with Helicent. Or we can cloud gaze with her. Actually, it's getting pretty late. What? Casserole! Flippin' hell, just have the mousse. Just have it. I swear, everything this person's making has dairy in it. Like, come on. Come on. The queen is in a delicate condition right now. You cannot be inducing her to throw up. It's not good for her. But okay, she's just gonna have something. And then I guess, I don't think she can cloud gaze with Helicent right now. It's like pretty late. It's pretty late. Apparently you can, but it's gonna get dark like very quickly and then you're not gonna be able to. So come on, shovel the food. Shovel the food. Eat it. Eat it? No, don't sit down and get up and sit down and get up. Just eat the food. Eat it. Come on, eat it. Just take a spoon and put it... Jeez. Come on, just take a spoon, put it in your mouth. Luther, can you stop distracting the caterer and, like, come and, like, greet her, please? Let's just ask about her day. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Are you eating? Samara, look at her. She's, like, so distracted by conversation. She's like, my brain cannot possibly function 2 activities at once. Samara, let's just focus on the eating then. Let's just focus on the food, okay? Just eat the food. Just eat the food. Don't even worry about conversation. She defies me. She continues to defy me. Well, honey. If you want to converse with Luther, that is fine and well. But can you eat your food? Like, I am getting seriously concerned about your health here. Okay, she's eating, and this is gonna make you feel so bad. But let's just also eat. Was she thinking? Hold on a second. I looked away from her for a second. Was Helson thinking about a baby? I mean, we pretty much suspect she is pregnant, but this is fascinating. I haven't seen evidence yet, so this is like guesswork. But okay, just eat the casserole. I feel so bad for Samara. She's gonna feel so terrible after eating the chocolate mousse and then eating the casserole. She's gonna feel so bad. But you know, it's better than starving. It's better than starving. Okay, she is like surrounded by people. She feels very uncomfortable. I don't think this cloud gazing thing's gonna happen right now. But she spoke a little bit. She had a bit of a chit chat with Hellicent, and I suppose that's kind of it. She's at the end of her social media, and that is fine, but we're gonna catch up with them when we potentially have some news on Samara, because I really want to know whether or not she is pregnant. Like, tell me, woman. Give me confirmation, even though I already suspect. It is really cold out on a Tuesday morning, and Samara over here is having some fried fish, which is made extra special because, guys, look, Samara is pregnant. There we go. There we go. Look at her feeling all queasy. She's in her first trimester. Second trimester in 16 hours, but we are so excited because we have confirmation that the royal family of Ciccar will be continuing with the birth of this baby. Because, essentially, as far as anyone else is concerned, yes, Luther does not stem from the old queen, but in which society, as soon as someone is adopted into the family, they consider them your blood child, essentially, right? Like, you are part of the bloodline. Doesn't matter if you don't share the same parents, but if you've been adopted in as the adopted heir, you are now their child. You are now that family's blood. So this baby is very much going to be considered a Ciccar baby, and will be a Ciccar child. So I'm excited for him. I keep wanting to call him Vex. He is not Vex. He is Luther. But he's like one step closer to having his, you know, perfect and happy family. And I'm not too worried about Samara dying during childbirth, because like I said, she only has a 3% chance of dying from childbirth. So it is very, very low. And I don't think Luther has that much unluckiness in his life that his wife, that only has a 3% chance of dying from childbirth, is gonna die from childbirth. Like, come on. That's pretty wild. After everything he's been through, I think he deserves a happy continuation of his existence. And I think he's gonna get that with Samara. And I feel like as long as Samara can appreciate the life that she has now and the family that she's going to have, I think this marriage will be really good for her as well. As long as she learns to appreciate it, and then she doesn't stop backtracking and going to people who she doesn't need to go to. If she starts wanting too much of what doesn't belong to her, then I feel like everything could just crash around them. But if she can be appreciative and handle the life she has here well and her role as queen, then I think everything will be fine. But okay, guys, with that said and done, I am going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time when we come back and see the birth of Ciccar's newest heir. Bye-bye.